to episode 20 of Brew Review University. I'm your host, Jennifer, along with my dapper Don over here.
Oh, are you speaking to me?
Oh, goodness gracious, yes, I'm speaking to you. All right, we have a very entertaining episode in store for you all, but before we can get started, Dapper Don has to do his disclaimer.
You little ones, it is time for you to go to bed. If you are not of proper age, 21 or over, some states younger. Regardless, no alcohol for you. This show is not for you. It is time. Do the right thing. Go to bed.
Quiet! Class is in session and I cannot take any more of that.
Why must you be so hostile?
Oh, this is not hostile at all. You just wait, mister, till we're done recording this episode. But anyways, as I stated earlier, this is going to be a pretty entertaining episode because we are veering off from our premium craft beers that we usually do. And today we're going to give you the worst cheap beers in America according to bestlifeonline.com from August 15th of this year. There's several sites out there that have their takes, but we went with this one. So we are going to start with number 6.
It would be no surprise that we have number 6 coming in as Budweiser.
It would be no surprise if somebody overdressed for the occasion. See, this is a proper attire for this kind of episode. Not that.
We must not be cheap. We must
Well,
dress.
I'm cheap. Cheap Jennifer over
This
here.
may be a cheap show of beers, but we must dress to proper occasion.
Okay. I guess you didn't get the memo on the outfit you're supposed to wear today.
Okay, I can't do it. Okay, let's do, this is, coming in at number 6, this is St. Louis, Missouri, ABV 5.0, 12 IBU, which is your International Bitterness Unit, for those of you who don't know that.
Told you it'd be entertaining. I'm going to be laughing through this whole thing.
So, you can get this at all stores. This is a nationally, internationally known beer.
This is your dad drank, your
This
grandpa
is,
drank.
everybody drank
Your
this.
great-grandpa drank.
This is a crazy number that I'm going to give you here right now. This has 420,815 check-ins.
I'm not surprised.
But it rates a booming 2.59.
2.59.
This beer was actually introduced in 1876. Tasting notes: light, smooth, heavy, and warm. Now, out of 637 drinker survey is where they actually did this list. This is a 11.5% of people said they would not drink this beer. This is what they said. This is mainly just a palate cleansing to wash down my food. Another person said, body is very thin and aftertaste is gross. I really can't believe I used to like this stuff. so let's try to do this.
Let's chug it.
Are you
Chug.
Are you ready for this?
No,
Let's
I'm
do
not
it.
ready for this. I have a smile on my face, but it ain't gonna be a smile for very long.
Let's do it.
Yeah, I remember that taste. I remember the taste. No, I can't do it. No. Put that over there.
This is properly disgusting, yes?
Yeah. Yeah, and that's only number 6.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, no.
We better hurry up and finish this episode so we can be
Yeah.
put out of our misery. Oh, did I say that out loud? Sorry. Can you edit that out, please?
All right. Let's move on to number 5. Number 5 is, you guessed it, Ice House.
Ice House.
So Ice House is actually the Plank Road Brewery. I didn't know if a lot of people won't really know that.
I've never heard of it.
Yeah. So.
But I've never heard of Ice House either. So.
Yeah. Well.
See, you're in class today. You're learning something. Oh wait, I'm supposed to be the teacher. I guess I just learned something.
Ice House was actually introduced in 1993. This is available at most stores. They're out of Milwaukee, Wisconsin. This is a freeze distilled beer. It rates 2.08 on Untappd. That is an amazing number. 2.08. 20,575 people, and it still only rates a 2.08.
That's kind of sad.
So, we're going to hand you this delicious drink over here as I place this here.
I don't know why you filled it up already.
As I place this over here. It looks like water. It really does look like water. Let's see here. Tasting notes. Light, smooth, sweet, strong, and warm. Again, this is number 5. 11.30% of the 637 said, no way, not going to do it. Here's what one of them said. This beer is barely drinkable.
Great.
So, those are encouraging words.
Yeah. And so look forward to it now.
Hey, but it's cheap beer. It's cheap beer. Like, this is like college student beer. So, I'm going to smell it first.
I already smelled it.
It's weedy. It's not weedy. It's grassy.
It's better than the Budweiser.
These should definitely be flipped. I think that 5 should actually be 6. This is actually better than Budweiser, I think. It's just, it's not as bad as...
It's not as surprising. Not as bad. If I was at a concert and that's all they had, now I know I can drink an Ice House. It'll take me a long time to drink it, but...
So, that's about all I'm going to drink of that, though, because that's
more than I
still
drink,
not good.
so... Let's move on to number 4.
Number 4. We have, again, Anheuser-Busch. Busch beer. St. Louis, Missouri. ABV 4.3. IBU is not stated. This was introduced in 1955. Believe it or not. This used to actually be called Busch Bavarian beer. The name changed in 1979. Little fun fact for you.
Probably because when they were drunk, they couldn't say that.
Yeah, that
3 times fast
that's
enough.
Bavarian beer.
Busch Bavarian beer. Busch Bavarian beer. Busch Bavarian beer. See, you can't say it. See, I'm not even drunk enough.
Untappd. Check-ins 51,952. Rates an amazing 2.43. Tasting notes: light, smooth, clean, bright, and heavy. 11.93% of people would not drink this. They said, no way, Jose.
No way, Jose.
What people said.
To my husband.
This is what people... We're live on the show, lady. That's bedroom talk. You're not supposed to talk about that.
We can edit that out later.
This is what people said. I can drink pretty much anything, but I honestly couldn't manage to choke down half before pouring it out. Another person said, it smells like wet cardboard, the kind that gets stuck to your trash can in the bottom for months.
No, I don't got that. Don't smell like cardboard.
So, let's try it.
she make me do for this show? No, I've actually never had this, but I think I'll never have it again either.
I think it's drinkable. This is actually drinkable. I don't mind this.
No, I like the last one.
It's cheap. Cheap beer.
If I'm desperate, then maybe.
So let's go on to.
Well, we have to mention that number 3 is Keystone in the red can, but we couldn't find that one out here in California, so we don't have that one. So we're going to number 2.
Keystone, 17.27% of people would not drink it in their little survey that they did. So we're moving on to the next one.
Number 2.
Number 2.
I've never had this one either.
This is another fantastic Anheuser-Busch beer. Right.
And
right.
aren't all of these, I do believe they're all between $2 and $3.
Yes. This is called Natural Ice.
Why they're cheap beers.
ABV is 5.9. IBU is 5. 22,917 check-ins. And rates an amazing 1.79.
Don't mean to laugh out loud so much.
Yeah.
OMG, that sounds like my kind of ranking over there on some beers.
So, 1.79 out of 22,917
And
check-ins.
I will not be adding these to my Untapped either. They will not be going on there because they'll just lower my average.
This is a variation of the original Natural Light, but they changed it to put a higher ABV in. So, anyway, it's a 5.9. Tasting notes: light, smooth, strong, sweet, and warm. Okay, again, this is number 2, and 23.39% of people said, I just can't do it. I'm not going to do it. I won't drink it. So, this is what people said about this. This is a poor adjunct lager. Smells bad, tastes even worse. So, another person said, tasteless, dry, highly carbonated, bitter, with the sole purpose of getting drunk.
What was the ABV on this
The
one?
ABV on this one is a 5.9, so it is a little bit higher.
But you're going to have to drink a lot of these to get drunk. Unless you're a lightweight, then it might just take you one.
So, smell this here.
It doesn't smell that bad. It smells like all the rest of them.
It does smell. It's a kind of a typical Anheuser-Busch beer. It smells like off the top. Let's do it. It doesn't have much taste at all. I see what they're saying by not much taste. Can I drink it? I've got to be pretty desperate to drink this. And as most people know, we don't. We're not that desperate for beer. We have a full fridge, and this is.
I'll be standing on the street corner asking for craft beer money before I try to drink these.
So, the absolute number one beer that 24.9% of people said that they would not drink. Drum roll. Milwaukee's Best.
Premium. Premium. You forgot the premium.
Milwaukee's Best. People said they would just not even do it. They would not even put it up to their lips to drink.
Well, you know what? They don't have to worry about that because Molson Coors, they are discontinuing it.
Ah, there you go.
So get it while you can. If you love it, get it while you can. But we couldn't find it out here. Just,
I wanted to mention just a special something that we saw this weekend, which was really funny when we were looking for these cheap beers. Cheap worse beers. Cheap worse beers. And they were mentioned on other lists. It's Hamm's. You can get a Hamm's 6-pack for $4.99.
I wish my 6-packs cost $4.99 because
That's
it wouldn't put me out of the bank.
yeah. We pay more than that for one beer, like on a regular basis. So, but you can get that $4.99 a 6-pack at Bevmo. Just not advertising for Bevmo, but yeah, that's even cheap for Bevmo. You know.
Yeah.
So that's it for me.
I don't know about you. I'm ready to go back to drinking some good beers because this was torture. No offense to the breweries, but yeah. You know, we just thought we'd bring you something entertaining. So
Hey,
if you're daring, go ahead and get them and try them yourselves.
why are all your glasses still full over there?
Because I don't want that. You should have just put a little sip in there.
I'm looking at mine. Mine are, as most people know, I usually drink the whole thing no matter what it is.
No, couldn't do it. Couldn't do it.
Yeah, this is. These are not good. If you're looking to just get drunk, I suppose maybe do these and maybe a Still Reserve or something at 8%. I don't know.
Or you're waiting for payday to come and you only got a couple bucks.
Yeah.
There you go.
Exactly.
But,
exactly.
That's it. So we want you to be on one of our shows. If you're an artist, a musician, a brewery, or just an average Joe, we'd love to have you come showcase your talent, showcase your beers. If it's a brewery, you know, we can do it on location or here in the studio. We won't be harsh on you like we were today, but we promise. And for average Joe, you can just sit up here and, you know, either be tortured or enjoy what we bring to the table. And also make sure that you guys are subscribing. Subscribe on YouTube. That way you get notified of our weekly episodes. And also please make sure you're following on Facebook and Instagram. We do 5 weekly beer reviews that we put out during the week. So you want to see what we give you guys, and that's all I got.
We won't be putting these on our Untappd, by the way, just so you guys know. So, anyway, let's just end the show as soon as we can on this one.
Yeah, I'm going to this one.
As we end the class, we want you to raise your glass and cheers to better beer than these.
Cheers. See you next time.